Hello? Hello? Let me turn this down a little bit. That should be good. I remember there was like an issue with the gain on my mic the last time. That should be good though. I think I fixed it. Hello guys. Welcome to the stream. How is everyone doing today? How's everyone doing this morning? Or I guess, you know, I usually say day or night, so, or evening, could be that. Tired? Bear. Bear? Bear? I'm trying to look for... There's a really cool one from this this playlist. I want to find it. I just now thought about it and I was like, oh my goodness. I remember a really cool song from this game. Ah, it's this one, I think. Probably. I don't know, YouTube is being slow. Recommended Zato. I saw. No, this is definitely not it. Maybe it's this one? No, I know for a fact it's not this one. This is gonna be something stupid. Yeah, I already knew. Okay. I don't know where it is. But, there was a cool thing somewhere in this OST. This is Paper Mario Color Splash, by the way, guys. Again, no clue where it is, but hey. Let's just ignore that. Let's just ignore that. We're doing something awesome today, chat. We're doing Grounded. And I have no idea what Grounded is. But that's what we're going to be doing today. Okay. All right. We're ready. Sorry, I was moving stuff around. All right, cool. So we're doing Grounded today. We swap over to the ranking board. And we can get started, I suppose, whenever. Looking at the list, I feel like it's probably looped music, but if it's not, I don't know. If anyone is interested, I will share the link to... I'll share the KH Insider link that I'm using, but I think we're good. There's 34 songs. I'm gonna just take this and just remove it. We don't need that. Alright, first up, Stay Grounded. Let me know if the sound's good. Let me know if the sound is good. Whoa. Very loud. Turn it down a little bit. There you go. Again, I know nothing about this game. Okay, that's a little disingenuous. I do know a little bit about the game. I know that people get shrunk. It's the classic Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, but it's like a game, you know? It looked like, what was that one game? The two-player game? Puzzle one? It Takes Two? That's what it reminded me of when I saw, like, little snippets, little screenshots of the game. It's an interesting start for this. It feels very spacey, I guess. It's kind of cool. But yeah, no, very spacey. I guess we'll be able to tell if it loops or not, yeah? Well, I guess probably maybe not for the first one, if it's a title theme. I guess it could be. You never know. We'll see. Probably gonna nap on this stream. Fair, I suppose. Fair, I suppose. Is it a game with a lot of like ambience and stuff? I think it's like an action game. Isn't it like a okay, it's like an action survival game, yeah? So I suppose that would be something that it would have. Yo! A serious statement, fair enough. Well, if you need the rest, you need the rest. So whenever you do eventually decide to get a nap, I hope you do get good rest. I think a pencil lead from one of my mechanical pencils just flew into my keyboard. And I have no idea how I'm supposed to get that out of there. Dang. Alright, well, anyway. Playing Breath of the Wild is kind of true, kind of factual. Just a little bit. For this song, Stay Grounded, overall, it's alright. I like the beginning part. When it kind of tapered off into the, you know, more calm atmospheric stuff, it's just kind of alright, so I guess I'd put it probably C. It's okay. Alright, next we have Willow, Max, Hoops, Pete. Now I'm gonna assume these are the main characters, because I saw 4 when I was looking for thumbnail stuff. See, I like this one a little bit better in terms of like the style of atmosphere. Very not dreamlike, but I don't know. Maybe it is kind of dreamlike. Interesting. I like it though. Okay, raised by like a few keys. I don't know, Charlie. I think I might nap on this stream as well, too. If this is what we got going on. Just saying. Well, probably not. I'm not all that tired today, although it is very hot in my room, which is making it kind of uncomfortable. Usually, okay, I do have a fan in my room. In the summer, it gets a lot hotter in here. Drawing stream? Maybe. The tracks are a bit on the longer side, so I guess that wouldn't be too bad. I don't know. Let's play stuff out a little bit. Actually, I'm just gonna go ahead and open clip because I see that the next two are like 6 minutes long, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pre-fire this. What is this? Oh, okay. I saw an asset that was hidden, and I was like, oh, what could this possibly be? Well, I figured it out. It's that. I was looking for my clip asset. Where is my stream thing? There we go. Again, it's pretty. I like it more than the last one. In terms of atmosphere, you know. But I don't know. Yeah, I'd say this is definitely a, this is definitely going to be one of those ones. I'm gonna put this in. I mean, I like it more than the last one. I think that the last one had, at least it had like variation, right? Because at the beginning it was like a little bit faster and it kind of sounded cool. This one, while I like the ambience more, and I don't care for the ambience in this one, I think that this one just kind of like being the same loop over and over. Yeah. I'll put that in C and I'll move the other one to B. I think that's fair. Alright, grasslands. Oh, this is extreme. This is extremely similar. I wonder if it's like the music's got to be very connective then, yeah. Because if that one and this one sound so similar, then they gotta like flow into each other through gameplay and stuff, I would assume. Might be interesting. I was about to say, why was it taking so long? All right. Yeah, I think that's where we start our little drawing bit, yeah? I think that's where we start drawing and stuff. All right, chap. Boom. Clip Studio is now on the screen. I don't know why it looks like that. It looks really weird, but you know. Oh, that's why. Trying to get the whole thing in frame. All right, cool. What are we thinking, chat? What do we want to draw today? What do we want to draw? Let me know. Let me know what you think. I have 0 ideas. Loki 0. None. I usually will go and look on my phone, but like, also a lot of the times I don't see anything that I want to draw, so it's like, should I go on my phone or not? I've been playing, Pokemon stuff recently. I could draw, some Pokemon. I like Pokemon. They're pretty awesome. But let me look around at stuff to see if I find anything interesting. Rice shower as a Pokemon trainer? That's actually a really good idea. I actually really like that idea. I feel like here's the thing though, with with Pokemon trainers, I feel like the style can be so like varied in terms of their designs that Rice Shower, you could literally put her in a Pokemon game and just make her ears be a headband and it would just not be any different than the other Pokemon trainers. Like there are like so many trainers that just kind of look like her. Like one of the recent ones I saw also looks like her. And there are tons of there are tons of Pokemon trainers who just have like her style. What's that one bug type trainer from the with the glasses? Looks kind of like Rice Shower a little bit. Bigger ears, bigger than. I mean, fair. That is just kind of Rice Shower though. That is just kind of Rice Shower. Ever try to make a fake mon? No, I haven't made a fake mon. I have not made a fake mon. How would you make a fake mon? What would I do? I think the first thing to do is if you want to make a fake mon, you need to like determine what probably like what egg group it's in, yeah. I know that there's a lot of variance between like Pokemon within egg groups, but for the most part they're usually somewhat cohesive. Concept make a creature. That's the other idea, yeah. Where's Rice Shower at? The song is almost over, guys. It's almost over. It's almost over. Okay, yeah, now it's over. All right. Let's go with probably like a C or a D. I like this one more actually, so I think this one can go D probably. It's quite a bit more empty. It has a lot of empty space in it. All right, next we have home. Blanket Pokemon? Ooh, this sounds cool. I'm gonna draw a Rice Shower and maybe take that into consideration. Again, I'm looking... Bruh. I'm looking for the Pokemon trainers that have purple dresses. Because I'm thinking of one. I just don't know her name. But you know what? It's not important. I will probably be able to figure something out, right? I just need to take a look at Right Shower real quick. And already, I laughed because I saw her ears. I like this song. This is a cool sounding piece. Pokemon trainer. Okay, if I look at like Pokemon trainers, right? There's something that all of them have, kind of. Well, actually, they all have, like... They all have hats and stuff. That time's canceled. There. No, I was gonna say there's a specific way they draw the eyes in Pokemon. But I'm kind of having a difficult time finding the, good references. Also, mind if you hear a vacuum? My bad. Well, I guess technically not my bad, but you know. Yeah, like they all have similar eyes, yeah? Okay, I can probably figure this out, yeah? I'm just gonna get the normal picture of just like red. He's a good standard for a trainer, yeah? Although I guess in terms of dresses, he wouldn't be very helpful, but you know. Alright. It's time to get to work. See what I can do. Another thing that I would do is like pick poses, which actually I've been doing this, chat. Take a look at this. I've been actually like trying to figure out like posing and stuff, right? Or like three-dimensional space of the body, yeah? I guess it doesn't have to be like a super crazy drawing. It can just be like a fun little doodle or something. But I have been working with like 3D spaces and stuff. I still can't figure out like you know how people will draw like the boxes and stuff for like the chest and the hips. I can't figure that out. I can do the like the cylinder for the arms, kinda, but like not entirely. I don't know. Faces and expressions. Ah, dude, that's my favorite part though. Hey, here's my idea for like a rice shower trainer, right? We have, okay, look, this is gonna be rice shower right here, okay? And we're gonna have like this, right? Okay? And then she's gonna hold a Pokeball right here. And it's gonna be like this. How's that? Is that a good idea, chat? Did I cook with that idea? Now the idea is here's the fun part. I have to actually execute. Before I do that though, let's talk on this song. Very cool. Now I actually quite liked that. I liked There was piano at the end there. I liked the synths in the beginning. It was pretty cool. I will say A, because I definitely like that a bit more than this one. It had a kind of mysterious vibe to it. Next we have just a 30-minute track called What Does This Button Do? Kind of cool. Alright, that's kind of chill, I guess. Alright, next we have Harvesting. Whoa. Kind of transition right into it. Alright, cool. Let's start with this, huh? Again, I kind of struggle with the whole, like, the, like, chest box that people do. They draw, you know, they do a little, like, I guess it'd be farther down a bit. You know, they do, like, a box, and then under the box, they do, like, another box. I can't really, like, in my mind, I can't really connect these two well. I guess I need more practice with it, I suppose. But for now, let's do, just, like, I think just doing the face is good. I think just doing the face will kind of help me, throughout the rest of the, drawing. Oh, well, that was really short, too. It's kind of cool. It's just some percussion. I'd say probably like a Z. I mean, it's nothing else besides like percussion, but it's cool. It's not like it's bad. All right, next we have The Dark. The Dark. Kind of scary stuff going on. Should I make her like an actual like person and just give her like the horse ear headbands? Because as far as I'm aware, there's no horse people in Pokemon. I mean, there's like Mudstale, but he's not a good. He's not a person. He's a Pokemon. There's like Spectrier or something. I think it's the name of that one. I don't know. I'm only a little bit knowledgeable in Pokemon. Let's do this. Alright, here's the fun part, right? Song's not doing anything. This is scary. Actually, I'm just gonna go back to how that was, yeah. Yeah, that looks a bit better. We do this. It's actually quite difficult to figure out how I'm supposed to angle these. I know you're supposed to like do the you know, this thing. That's how I've been learning it. Where you do this, right? I guess it needs to be higher, but you get the point. You get the point. I know I can do well without, so that is probably what I will do. I'm trying to think of how Rice Shower would look. How do you do like a concerned look? It's not that too important. She's not Dodo after all. She's Rice Shower. Dude, ominous music while I'm drawing a rice shower is kind of funny, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, that should be alright. That doesn't make her, like, look angry for some reason. This seems to be how most Pokemon trainers look. Maybe, like... This is such a classic way to draw, like, the anime style eyes, too. There's gotta be a more... a more convincing way, yeah? Well, actually, I'm looking at it, and there really isn't more of a convincing way. This is kind of just how they look. Okay. We'll just go with that. See, now if I do this, though... Hold on. Hold on, I'm figuring stuff out, chat. Don't even worry about it. I'm figuring stuff out, bro. Oh, yeah. Hold on. We cook here, alright? I'm moving this over, though. I feel like it's too close. Yeah, that works. That works. And then Rice Shower got little eyelashes. Some of the Pokemon trainers do have, like, this style eyelash, so it works out. Let me do this, right? The little nose. And let me look at let me look at a few more images. It's just gonna end up looking like Rice Shower and not really a Pokemon trainer. I swear to you, bro. Like scroll down or get like a bigger image of one of these guys. Yeah, that works. They all have like this little thing on the bottom of the eye. Maybe that helps out a little bit. I don't know. I don't know. Actually, I can fix this. They move the nose up quite high on the face for these Pokemon trainers. Also, that was the end of that song. Again, kind of a long one, but I guess I didn't mind this one too much. It's kind of, again, like I said, kind of ominous music for some strange reason. But I would probably put this in C, I think. It's not bad. It's okay. Right, next we have Edge. Also, this entire game takes place in a backyard, I'm pretty sure. So it's really funny that this is all happening in a backyard. Like the context of the music, right? Hold on, let me look at Rice Shower real quick. Okay, I'm looking at Rice Shower. We're gonna go for like that. Eyebrows are also kind of difficult. I know that they are supposed to be position very specifically on the face, but I don't exactly know how. Alright. Now, Rice Shower has a hat. It's a very cool hat. And it sits like this. Is that weird? Not looking at it. That's clear enough. It's kind of hard for me to see some of that stuff in some cases, especially when I'm in the middle of drawing it, so. I think it might be because this pupil looks really squished. If I fix the pupil, maybe it would look slightly better. I don't know. I have to try and get where you're coming from while also, like, be in the mindset of still drawing. But I think, yeah, you're kind of right about that. Actually, now I do see it. But if I bring it out, I don't think it changes much. Another idea would be to just, like, move this. Or maybe this one, I don't know. Move it closer, it looks a little weirder, but I don't know. No, I see what you mean now. I see what you mean now. We restart. Wait. You're saying her left or my left? Because now I'm second guessing the other one. Maybe? I don't... maybe that. That might look a little better, I don't know. If push comes to shove, she does just have, like, hair covering her eyes, so I'm probably eventually gonna have to cover it anyway. But, yeah. Alright, cool. If it's better, then I guess it worked. The noses are in real weird spots, though. They're, like, really high up on the face for these Pokemon characters. I don't know. It's weird. Anyway, yeah, her hat. Her hat is like... Her hat is like this. That's like that. But if I want to make it, you know, more Pokemon-like... Alright, check this out. I can do this. It's gonna look a little strange, I think. But the idea is gonna be there. You're gonna see. See the vision? It's a little lopsided, but clearly you guys see the vision, yeah? you see, you see the vision. Again, yeah, the vision's there. I don't know if the person who saw the vision is blind or not, but the vision is there. Might not have glasses. Oh, that was the end. That's kind of cool. It reminded me a little bit of some of the one-shot OST. I don't know if I mentioned that I did actually play through that recently, and it was pretty good. I'd say like a B. It's all right. Again, a little bit on the more empty side, but pretty much all these are on the more empty side, so. All right, Danger Dumplings. I thought that was the Kevin MacLeod song, dude. That's funny. I don't even remember what that song is called, but it's a Kevin MacLeod song where it's just like scary sounding. There's also a rose here, but I'm gonna wait on that. Alright, let's see. Let's do the hair. Now here's the fun part. Oh, this is like in the back. That one's also on the shorter end as well. Yeah, I'm gonna save that one for the back, right? That was like the Minecraft experience sound effect, dude. Cool. I mean, it's obviously a bit different than the rest of the OST. It's not too crazy. I would maybe put it in C or B. Considering the rest of this OST, I'm probably gonna move it to B. Even though I don't necessarily like it all too much, it's like, it's definitely something to listen to. And next we have Has Muerto. It's Spanish. Has Muerto. Which is like 20 seconds long. Yep, that was the song of all time. Cool. All right. Haze is next. All right. This isn't bad. It's kind of cool. Again, hair is one of those things where it's like, I can like kind of do it, but also like kind of not do it, you know? All right, should I give her the headband, chat, the horse ear headband? Is that the idea? Or should I just give her her ears? Is this Rice Shower if she was from the Pokemon world, or Rice Shower if she was in the Pokemon world? You know? That's the real question to ask. I guess in the meantime, before I decide that, I can just work on this. Why does it come out so far, dude? Her hair is like ridiculous. Rice Shower. Truly informative. I think we do that before we do like anything else. Also, I feel like I should like make. See, this is where I can start to change the face a little because I'm like more. I can kind of better grasp the shape of the face now. Kinda. That works. Like the hair? Thank you. Alright, well, you know what? Since all you said was just a rice shower, I'm just gonna make it... It's just gonna be her ears, dude. I covered her ears anyway. Might as well, right? She got big ears. Did I make them big enough? Do I need to make them bigger? Bigger? I knew it. I knew it. I knew before I even said it that I would need to make them bigger. Oh, wait, hold up. Next track. Yeah, that one was pretty much just... Yeah, that was pretty much just like standard, like, C tier thing there. Alright. I will say it did kind of remind me of something. Something, but I don't know what. Koi. Alright, let's make the ears bigger. That good? Oh, that one might be a little too big. Bigger? Okay, here we go. Well, that's just one of them. I don't think it'll fit on her head. I think that's probably good right there. That size right there is probably good, yeah. It's acceptable, right? It's acceptable. What in the world happened? I clicked on the wrong brush. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's rice shower. That's her right there. I can tell immediately who that is. And I kind of do also struggle a little bit with, like, this part of the face. I guess I'm not sure if I need it to come down or not, or if it needs to be more, like, smooth or whatever. I don't know. I kind of struggle with it, but it'll be alright. She kind of looks really fat right now. I might have to change it a bit. Usually this would come a lot closer too. Oh, there we go. This one's nice. I actually do like this. No, I don't think Dream Journey would mess with... She would mess with me, though. I'm Dream Journey biggest fan #1. And I'm definitely not LARPing. Because I don't know anything about Dream Journey. That's how you know I'm a true Musume fan. Musume fan. I don't play the game. I don't know anything about the characters. I truly am a LARP spirit, I suppose. Alright. do this. Where are my Pokemon trainers at? Privilege revoked, but in order to be a true Uma Musume fan, you have to have maximum LARP output. That's how it works, dude. That's how it works. I actually like this one. I actually think this one is really nice. I would put it in A. We might move it to S if, you know, if the rest of the track isn't as standout, then I'll probably, or the rest of the tracks aren't, you know, a standout, then I'll probably put that one in like S tier. And next we have the deeps. Should it be the depths? Usually that's how they say the depths. Turn this fan on. Fan off. Cold. No, I have not played Grounded. I have not. Have you played Grounded? You look at, again, where are these Pokemon trainers, dude? Alright, fair enough then. You just like me. Well, actually, looking at... Okay, hold on. I know how to... I think I know how to make this look a bit more like an actual Pokemon character. Their faces are very short. See, if I do like this... Oh, that's scary looking. Okay, maybe I don't give her like a really wide smile. Probably like that. That looks kind of nice. Legendary Pokemon Finder thing. If you're talking about Kalmon, I have no clue. I don't have a singular clue. Again, dude, ominous music, bro. This is how you draw Pokemon characters, though. So I'm gonna have to stick with it. It looks weird. I don't know. I guess it's just because I have such a like specific way I like drawing faces, so it's like if I try and do something else, it looks weird to me, I suppose. Alright, if it's Pokemon, then this like fluffy thing on her neck is gonna be like really like that, like dramatized, I guess. Oh, maybe the issues I just moved it too far down. I don't know. If I do... I guess if I do the smile first, then it might make the nose placement a little bit easier. So I'll know where the better place to put it is. That works. That's good. That's good. All right, now here's the fun part, right? this is where most people, most sane artists, would draw like, you know, well, actually, no, they wouldn't do it now. They would have done it like ages ago when I started the drawing. But you know. So the idea is, right, I have the two arms. I'm gonna have the two arms come down, then come back up, right? And then they're gonna come up to like a pokeball. Again, trying to actually do that, you know, wanting to, and actually figuring out how are two separate things. So, you know. Bruh. I guess this is probably where the, where you can use, like, this tech to figure out the, like, 3D space. Although it wouldn't be that dramatic. Again, stuff that I am just kind of learning how to use properly. And I don't quite grasp the concepts yet. Anyway. I mean, it was cool. Again, a bit on the more sort of like scary, sort of intimidating side, but I like this more than the dark. That one was okay. Like that one wasn't great. This one I actually think was a little bit better. So you like the little like kind of glitchy noises, like the percussion sort of stuff. The electronic percussion, if you will. I don't know. Whatever they want to call it, that. I thought that was a pretty nice addition. All right. Next we have Doom. Mother. Oh, whoa. Wasn't expecting that. Let's draw a Pokeball, guys. This is how you draw a Pokeball, yeah? I need to make the Pokeball like perfectly spherical, otherwise it's not a Pokeball. Wow, okay, this is definitely not what I was expecting, I'll be honest. Definitely like boss fight music, right? It's gotta be. All takes place in the back of a backyard, by the way. Mood drawing, real. See, I have like the idea of the exact way she's supposed to be holding the Pokeball, but I don't remember what it even looks like. Not the Pokeball, just like how your hands would be configured. If that makes sense. I don't know. I could just give it just to one of her hands and then not have the other one like that. I don't know. I wanted to do that, though. Anyway, well, that was actually kind of cool. That was a pretty sick one. I've either put it in B or A, but considering the rest of the OST, I'm gonna move that to A. All right, next we have Shine and Rise. This is like the evil version of Rise and Shine. No, the evil version of Rise and Shine would be like Fall and Dull. I don't know. What's the opposite of Shine? Okay. At least for these fingers, I think I have the idea. I'm probably just gonna do them like this, yeah? Well, actually, it would not be like that. Bro. Oh my goodness. I got them mixed up. Bro. Elite tier artist. See, this is why I can never, like, get totally on board with, immediately calling out someone for AI because they, like, messed up the amount of fingers or, like, how it looks. Because I've seen so many people do that where it's just, like, it ends up being a layering issue. And they're like, oh, they're using AI because it's not perfect. It's like, bro. I'm literally doing this not perfectly. If someone saw this, they'd be like, I don't know, looks a little freaking suspicious. You gotta do research into that stuff, man. Otherwise, it doesn't work. Guess I'd want the finger to actually, like, hold on to the ball. There's so much stuff you have to take into consideration, dude. I like this ambience. This ambience is nice. It's very serene. Wait, I literally have a Pokeball next to me. I could just hold it in my hand and see how my hand interacts with it. Although, I'll be honest, this one's quite a bit bigger than how a Pokeball should be. This thing is like actually 2 times the size of a Pokeball. Hold on, this might not actually be a good reference. I do not own anything that's even remotely close to the size of a Pokeball. Well, I tried. Sometimes references can be helpful. If you can find them. Dude, how am I supposed to draw the thumb on this dude? Don't know. See, no one would hold it like that. Again, my initial idea was just have the Pokeball, right? You know, it looks like this, right? It's a Pokeball. And then, you know, just like hold it on both sides. Oh, that was the end of the song. Yeah, that one was nice. That one was a significantly nicer um ambient track. I don't think still don't think I'd put in an A, but definitely like a higher B. All right. Ominent. Ominent is next. I don't know. Hmm. That is the idea right there. That right there is the idea, and then yeah, you bring the arms down, go back up. But obviously it wouldn't look identical to that. It'd be more like this. The arms come down over here. Not the end of that one, by the way. Just kind of faded out. I wonder if it'll continue. Not obviously not identical to that, but that was the idea I was leading with, yeah. But I guess I will leave that as a dream. I suppose this isn't bad necessarily, but it's not quite what I was wanting to start with. Also, realistically, we're gonna be doing like this, you know? Obviously not identical to that, but that, realistically, that's what we'll be doing here in order to actually hold on to the ball. In order to actually hold on to it. I guess I could just kind of run with this. Suppose it'd work. Move it out of the way real quick. Move it out of the way real quick, because I'm going to see how do I want the arms to look. The arms are going to be like this, right? Well, not necessarily. I have to think about it logically. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, chat. I don't think this one's going any higher than an E. At all. And I'm not even through, we're not even through with it yet. We're not through with it yet, and I already don't... Okay, well that was an interesting noise, but it's not going over you. I just don't like this song. It's, not really music. Be able to even go there, dude? Ah! I'm looking at a reference right now. I can figure this out. I can figure this out. I just have to lock in. Yeah, okay. So, next we have, Mance. There, I was just getting that out the way. Mance. Okay, I look at a reference. You know what? Can I just, like... I'm just gonna bite the bullet and just troll... I'm just gonna troll the torso, dude. Because this is just getting ridiculous, okay? I think... that looks about right for Rice Shower. And then I have to draw... this part. Again, the whole boxes thing is very, like... it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I get the concept, but I can't execute like I want to, you know? Chad, this one is terrible. This one... this one is like borderline trying to annoy the person who's listening to it. Wait, see, what the government doesn't want you to know, if you listen real closely, you can hear... Do you hear it, chat? Do you hear it? It's subliminal messaging. I hear Mark Zuckerberg. Yeah, there we go. I heard it. No, that didn't work. It didn't work. There's not enough vowels. It didn't work. Okay, just ignore I said anything. I'll never be the Mark Zuckerberg. No, you're not, guy. Oh, wait, it's over. Okay, so that one was definitely just straight up trying to annoy you. I'm not gonna put it in E, but it's a D. To be honest, though, I wasn't initially gonna say Mark Zuckerberg. I was going to say something else, but I contemplated against it. I was gonna say tung 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 sahur, which is actually the correct amount of vowels for that. Or not vowels, syllables. But I decided against it, believe it or not. Maybe like that? Dude, again, these are like difficult to figure out. Can I just get rid of this, actually? No, I forgot that that was the most recent thing I did. Okay. Let's just do this. This is like... That maybe, dude, again, I'm trying to think of like a rib shape or something. Because I seen the people, they go like, alright, here's the ribs. And here is the like, blah blah blah. And then here is the like, this thing, and this thing. And it's like, bro, I don't know if people can do it. I don't know. It's so difficult. Wait, crazy idea. Actually, I'm not gonna stick to that crazy idea. I thought of a really interesting thing, and I thought, oh, maybe that would look cool. And then I thought about it, and I was like, I wouldn't be able to pull it off. Maybe like that. I guess when you want to draw something, you should also know the pose you're gonna draw before you try and draw it. So. Let's go with that. Let's just go with that, yeah? Now here's the fun part. I don't think her hands would be that big. Well, honestly, I can probably just change the size of the arm. Or not the size of the arm, but the angle, you know? This one's almost as bad as the last one, man. Getting some, real, I guess not stinkers. They're probably good in, whatever context they're in, to be fair. But it's kind of hard to listen to these. I don't know. Okay, yeah, well, that one was probably like also a D. Also kind of a D. Alright, next we have It's the End, or also called Reprieve. Or Reprieve. Reprieve. I actually never learned how to pronounce that. Okay, this sounds like it's gonna be cool. Okay, yeah, this is definitely just going to be a cool sounding song. Why does it sound like it's in...
Credits time. It's credits time. You asked for the credits, now we're showing them to you. What you can see up on the screen now.
Okay.
The people that made the game. You see them as they scroll.
Okay, so... Okay, so... well... Oh, I hope I don't get copyrighted for this one.
The screen like that, take a good look, baby. Try not to react because we're watching you through a little camera in your television. Wait.
It's kind of nice, though. Hold on. Hold on, it's kind of nice, though.
About the thing I said before, let it go now. Credits time. Back to it, baby.
It's kind of nice, though. I like it.
Obsidian, they hired me to make a cut of the song for the end of the game. I I made that. But it's specific to the end of the game. It wouldn't make sense if you heard it now. So this is
These
version
lyrics
2,
are
a new one
stupid,
for
man.
you. Essentially the same, but with different verses.
These lyrics are actually stupid. I love it. I love it. It's great. It's nice though. Yeah, it actually is like kind of nice.
Obsidian Entertainment Inc. is an American video game developer.
Okay, I think he's just reading off of Wikipedia.
2003, shortly before the closure of Black Isle Studios.
I think he's just reading. I think he's just reading off the Wikipedia.
What?
It's true.
I'm not reading the wiki. I'm not reading. You're reading the wiki, okay? Get up.
He definitely just was reading the wiki. Okay, so he knew someone was gonna say that. Actual genius. Hold up.
Fine. Let's just let the credits roll. Let's just let the music play, all right?
Maybe it is peak after all. Perhaps I judged you too harshly. It's nice though. I can't lie that instrumental, like, you know, lyrics aside, it's pretty good. Especially that, like, the choir there is really complimentary. You might be right about that one. You may be right about that one. You may or may not be right about that one. I don't know. That was... Yeah, it was something. Not what I was expecting after the entirety of the OST beforehand. But I kinda say, like... I'm putting this in S, and I'm moving Koi up to S. I really like that style of music, so even if the actual lyrics are the worst thing I've ever heard, and not serious in the slightest, it's still really good, surprisingly. So we'll just put it there compared to the rest of the OC. You know. All right, next we have coarse and rough. Also, even though that said credits, there's another one on the bottom called It's Credits Time. It's the very last track in the OST, and I'm scared. If that one was the credits song, what is the next one gonna be? Although it does say it's a reprieve, so that could just be a remix of that other one. Who knows? Who knows? My goodness, dude, I'm trying not to give Rice the most jacked arm you've ever seen in your life, bro. Surprisingly difficult to do. But we'll go with that. That doesn't look bad. Let me look at Rice shower real quick. Basing... Let me base this all off my Pokemon knowledge. This one doesn't sound too bad. It's kind of cool, actually. I like the vibes. But actually, yeah, this situation over here's got to be addressed, bro. I thought it looked better. It just does not look better. This has got to come over here. Or something, man. I don't know. I gotta do something with it. Yeah, that probably right. Yeah. Yeah. That works. Because I feel like I should just like move this up, right? I feel like there's a lot of second guessing that goes into my drawing. There's not a lot of just foresight and execution. It's a lot of just me experimenting with stuff until I get a desired result, which I don't know if is the most. I don't know if it's the most efficient for learning how to draw, but you know. It's okay. It's kind of reminds me of some of the music you'd hear in like those iceberg videos or like liminal spaces or stuff. I'd probably put it in like either B or C. I'm gonna lean more towards C here though. It's a bit repetitive, but it's very nice sounding, I'll admit. So actually, you know what? Yeah, let's go with B here. Let's go with B. It was kind of memorable, you know? Alright, we have Upper Grasslands Night. We had Grasslands. I don't know what Upper Grasslands is going to be. Okay. The anatomy of these Pokemon characters is insane. Because there's quite literally a character who like looks like, hold on. Looks like this. How do you like that? That is just not how anatomy works. It might be how I'm gonna have to make it work though. I don't know. We'll see. I think that makes sense, right? She has like frills or something, or like lace here. There's actually quite literally a tool for this. Look at this. Okay, well that's quite a bit too big. If I make it smaller, I can literally just cheat. Look at that, chat. It looks so convincing. It looks so convincing. Although the color's not the greatest. Kitty, hello. What's up, man? There. Nothing wrong with cheating a little bit every once in a while, yeah? Nothing wrong with a little bit of cheating. You never go wrong. Let's go like that. Modern Kitt of Y3-4 view. Never! I would never do that. I would never use 3/4 view. Ever in my life. Don't look at the top half of what I'm drawing, by the way. Don't look up here. Don't look up there. Okay. I might start be cooking a little bit here, chat. We need to do the dress. Here's the dress. That was part of the arm, actually. Very cool. It's very wastelandy, kinda. The music, Upper Grasslands Night. I thought it sounded pretty interesting. I'd say maybe, like, I'm gonna go for B here. I like it. Again, very desolate sounding. Very interesting. All right, Stronger Than You Think We Are. Next. Oh, okay, cool. Kind of interesting. This has like a little thing here. Interesting sound. Can't lie. I kind of like it. I kind of like it though. It's interesting. All right, now chat, we're gonna cheat again. All right, you ready for this? We're gonna cheat again because it just so happens that there is it's not the same. It's not the same, actually. So realistically, this would not work, nor would this either, because it's not like it's a frilled dress. It's actually very interesting the way it looks. I guess a good idea would be like maybe that. We do it. Okay, maybe not that big. Okay, maybe I just draw the thing instead of trying to find a workaround yet. It's not like it's too difficult that I can't draw it. Alright, looking at what we got, we have like this. Between each one, there's like a little this, you know? I guess it's more like this. Yeah, there you go. And each one has a little like that. Well, that one was kind of interesting. That was kind of cool. It was, again, a little bit more of a, you know, similar to the danger one, where it initially reminded me of that one song. But this one actually had kind of a solid way all the way through. Unlike the other, you know, danger track, which was a little bit less interesting. I think it could be an A. I don't think it's on this. I think it's better than Danger Dumplings, but I don't think it's like B tier necessarily. I guess it could go there. But let's just go with A, because that one's kind of cool. All right, next we have Upper Grasslands Day. So we had night, now we have day. Finish drawing the little bits on this one. There we go. I think that may or may not just be rice shower, guys. I don't know. Okay, drawing this is kind of difficult to figure out. Let's go like that. Sure, we'll do that. This is kind of neat. Alright, the dress has like a line going down it. I know what that line is for. And then there's a rose here. Now, I don't know how to draw roses, but if I just like use my brain, I feel like a rose can be pretty simply made by just like drawing a bunch of lines spiraling towards each other. So I can like, check this out. I feel like I can just like do like this. And it just kind of ends up looking a bit like one anyway. So it's all good. There's also one up here. I'm gonna wait to do that one though. This arm doesn't... I don't think it should stay back here. I could make it come a little bit forward in terms of like perspective, right? So then I could like do this. Where it like comes forward, you know? Or, alternatively, I could have it come out this way. I don't know what would be better at all, but those are all things I can do. I don't know. Didn't that one kind of sound a bit more eerie than the night version? Like, I feel like it did. Yeah, because the night version is just like... It's scary, right? Like, this is the night version. It's scary. But I don't dislike it. This one just, like, kind of feels, like, empty and eerie. It's interesting, though, I can't lie. I would probably also put it in B tier here. I think they're both a pretty simple... Bruh. Oh, let me speak! Ah! Okay. I think they're both pretty similar in terms of their, ranking. Alright, Fungus Apocalypse, which is also called the Haze Revamp. Wait, can I go back to Haze real quick? Okay, so it starts off kind of the same. But there's a little bit of difference. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Alright, Alright, back to the drawing. I think I can just, like, do this, chat. It's like breathing or something, dude. What is that? I mean, yeah, I suppose this is the haze, but revamped. So, you know what? Fair enough. Again, bro. Hands are something else, huh? You can also do the, like, 3D cylinder thing for them, too, but I found it to be a bit more, inconsistent, if you will. I think I just, like, do that. I think it works. I wonder how many added elements there are to this. Like, it's a lot deeper in certain areas. I can tell that. I don't remember if there was these little percussion bits in it. Awesome. Okay, well, you know what? I think maybe like some of the deeper bits make it a little bit better. I think it definitely makes it better. I don't know if I would necessarily move it out of C. Let me listen to it again. Cuz I want to check if there was the, like, percussion there. There's not. Right. Again, deeper in some areas, and it's added percussion. You know what? That's fair. I think it can go to B tier then. I think it could go to B tier. It's definitely a lot better than its, you know, original. Alright, next we have Assistant Damager. Assistant Damager. If only I had someone to help me deal damage. Assistant Damager. Terrible joke. Okay, I don't necessarily care for this one. The other, like, more intense tracks, I actually don't dislike. This one I don't care for all that much. Again, hands are a whole different ball game, you know? Whole different ball game. Even if I go off the guide, it's like it still is not familiar to me, you know? Yeah, I don't really care for this one all that much. Not to my liking. And I think I'm just gonna have to, like, take the L here. Oh? Okay, fair enough. A decent ending. I still don't necessarily really like this song all that much. I would probably put it in C. And if you have more grasslands, even more. Give me enough time, chat. Eventually, I'll figure it out. Not great, but better than what I was doing before, so you know what. Works for me. No, it doesn't. It doesn't look good. Wonderful. We can ignore this, I suppose. Maybe I should have just left it behind her dress. I guess we can do the rest of the character now. I feel like once her dress is actually quite a bit shorter. Maybe I move this up a little bit. It's not as long as I was thinking it was. it is not as long as I was thinking it was. Dude, the percussion sounds like someone, like, running... It sounds like... No, you know what it sounds like? It sounds like a seal slapping its belly. Boring D tier. Hey, watch your mouth, buddy. You don't want me to call Rice Shower, do you? She actually loves this song. Look, she's smiling listening to it right now. That means she likes it. No. I think I actually do. I like the synth. It's a much cuter sounding song. I don't know about the like weird like really strange crystalline synth that's playing in the back, but it's not bad. It's not bad. Yes, dude. I think it's B. I think it's B. And next we have Get Under Here. Ooh, I like that. That sounds cool. I feel like, legs are also one of those things where I've been trying to figure out how to draw them a little bit better. They are very tricky. I like this one. This is cool sounding. It's a little spooky, but it's very mysterious sounding. She also has her little where's my thing? Where is it? Here it is. She also has the lace over here as well. Ooh, that's a bit too big. So ignore me while I do this, chat. I'm super skilled. I'm pulling off some really skilled artist tech that you've never seen before. Yup, works. Yup, works. Now we get to a really fun part. I saw this earlier, and I think this part is what would make it stand out as a more Pokemon-like attire, I suppose. Where instead of these little bows, I'm gonna make them really, really big. Because Pokemon does tend to exaggerate some of this stuff. I think that works out pretty well. Now I have to do the shoes, and shoes are like my actual weakness. Like, in some cases, I can lock in and draw hands. With shoes, it's like nearly impossible, dog. I actually really like that one. That was pretty cool. I would probably put that in A. Again, very mysterious, kinda intimidating, but also very nice to listen to. And next you have nature has a certain order. Sound like the what's his name from the Spider-Verse movies. I don't remember his name. He's the evil guy who has the I could just say like the Goku meme and people would know what I'm saying or know what I'm talking about. Okay. 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 I'm picking up. I'm picking up what they're putting down. This one's pretty cool. Also having like a really big shoe is a pretty Pokemon thing to do. They tend to have very large shoes. So I could make her shoes like ridiculously large. It doesn't look too bad though, I guess. Even though I don't think I'm the greatest at drawing shoes. Is that it? Yeah, that was it. See, that one was a bit cool. That one was a bit better. I like that. It sounded a little bit like Stranger Things intro, yeah? I get that, you know, you could say that about anything that has like a deep sort of synth arpeggio, but hey, you know. This is called The Great Beyond, or How I Learned to Love Being a Raisin. I suppose, man. Why not? I'm gonna make the ribbons really big too. That works. Let's see how this looks. Yep, she's got the giant goofy shoes, dude. Hey, works for me, I suppose. I can actually work off them. Because they're goofy. Works. Getting kind of a more intimidating one, I suppose. See, this one come up like this. And this one's gonna come up like this. It's actually not gonna come up like it's gonna come up like that. And this one will go like here. Yeah. Yeah, that works. I think her eyes are kind of like in different spots. Well, to be honest, I don't really care too much for The Great Beyond or How I Learned to Love Being a Raisin, so I might put it in C. If you guys disagree with me about my opinion on The Great Beyond or How I Learned to Love Being a Raisin, let me know. Make sure you type out the whole thing in chat so I know which song you're talking about. Alright, next we have Fight of the Orchid. I think that last one was a C. By the way. And then here's a real fun part. I would say that I'm exaggerating this because it's a I want it to look more like a Pokemon character. But see, for Rice Shower, this just kind of is this big. So I can't really exaggerate how big the bow looks. It just is that big. Kinda sounds cool. There we go. Again, if I drew the other hand, it'd fix the drawing. Guess what I could do is the Why is it so intense, bro? This is all taking place in a backyard again, by the way. Just wanna point that out, that it's still taking place in a backyard. Wow. Well, that was kind of cool. I would most likely put that in, like... I'm gonna be honest, even though it was really, like... It was a really intense song, I'll be honest, I didn't really care for it all too much. I'll put it in C because it's like... Yeah, I like how... You know, it's very... Very grand sounding, right? It's huge boss fight vibes, right? But... I don't know, I didn't really care too much for it. Not my cup of tea. But it's still cool. I mean, especially compared to the rest of the soundtrack, it's a lot more engaging to listen to. So, there's that as well. Alright, next we have Part Man, Part Ant. Oh, like the thing in the thumbnail, like the guy? You know the guy in the thumbnail? If only he had like a more descriptive name than Part Man, Part Ant. Oh, this is kind of neat. Again, I don't know how I'm supposed to represent this at all. See, this one I like quite a bit more than the last one. Much, like, it's high intensity, obviously, but I don't know, I like it a lot better. Even if I do that, it doesn't make any sense. I hate drawing ants. I hate it. I hate it. I'm ironically the worst thing ever. I could just go for the, there's the tried and true classic of just, doing this. But again, doesn't quite look the greatest. See, this is a cool one. I think I'm gonna put this one in like A tier. Pretty solid. Pretty solid. Alright, next we have Harvest the Grapes of Wrath. Even if I like do this, I feel like I wouldn't be able to make something that looked good. Even though that's possibly the way I'm supposed to be doing it. I don't know why we got so cinematic all of a sudden. kind of cool though. Ah. I think one of my issues is I don't know how to, like, connect it even to the arm, you know? Which, to be fair, this arm is kind of weird looking, so it's not like it's crazy that I am struggling. It definitely does not look good. If I do that... I can more effectively determine where I need to place it. Like a logic puzzle. Okay, hold on. Wait, did I figure it out? I might have figured it out, chat. I might have figured it out. Alright, and then you put all of them on there. Right, that's all the fingers. And then now my only job that I have left is to actually, you know, connect the fingers to the hand. But before that, that one was cool. That one is also cool. I think that one's probably also like an A or a B tier. See, that my issue, one of my main issues with the Flight of the Orchid was I did not really like the choir in that one, whereas I actually really like the choir in that one. I think this one adds, and the other one was kind of like, we're gonna tack it on because it sounds scary, you know? That's what it sounded like to me, but, you know. Alright, Noble Spirit is next. This is cool. Interesting. See, this one sounds like credits music. I think chat, I think we should just leave the hand as this and not worry about it at all. Just pretend, let's just say that we're done here and I can move on. You know? Let's just say that I'm done here and I can move on. It looks so bad. I want to move on, but I can't. It looks terrible. Hold on. Hold on, this is cool though. Again, I don't know what's like really inspirational, like 90s sorta. I don't even know what you'd call this. I mean, probably some form of pop, but interesting piece, I suppose. It was very cool. I actually really liked it. I might even put it in S tier, honestly. I kind of like it. All right, now this is where I'm scared because we had the other credits one, and now we have this credits one, which I'm wondering if it's going to be a the original version of this one. It's the end. Okay, wait, hold on. Oh yeah, no, I think it's just gonna be the same thing. Guys, I think it might just be the same one. It might just be. You think we're gonna get a guy saying it's the credits? Or whatever the lyrics was? Yeah, it goes really low quality.
It's the end of the game, the end of the game. You did it, baby, yo, I said you did it. You finished the campaign. It's over, it's done, time to celebrate. Yo, you can sit back, relax, let the credits roll through. No more having to eat the magic mushrooms or get eaten by a giant spider. Yo, now you're through. Bam,
okay, it's giving me a little context of the game, actually. Hold on.
Let the credits roll.
Again, it's really good. It's just that's what the credits sound like.
But it's time to go. You can get up off the couch and take a little poop. And meanwhile, baby,
okay, man,
is gonna display the credits of the people that worked up on the game. A whole lot of talent and work and blood and sweat and tears when
this is different though.
This year, baby, you gotta stand up, appreciate what they did. I said.
Yeah, no, this is different. This is different lyrics because oh, well, maybe not. Maybe he's gonna read off the wiki in a second. Let's see it. Let's see. Maybe he reads off the wiki in a little bit.
Reiterate, the game is over and through. There's nothing else to do, yo. Yeah, so the game is actually, I don't know what else you're expecting, but that's it. That's it. It's done. It's over. There's really, it's not like a bonus sequence or anything. This is it. I guess if you wanted, you could probably stick around for the credits. Yeah, I'd probably.
Yeah, I think that's actually the point of the. I think that's actually the point. Again, absolutely no reason for them to do all this. At least he just didn't start reading off the wiki, dude. At least he didn't start reading off the wiki, you know? This drawing's not being very nice to me. We're gonna just like there. Now I don't have to draw the hand. Isn't that great, guys? It's a solution. It's some form of a solution. Anyway, that was the last one. That was the last one on the OST, guys, and I guess I kind of finished the rice shower in a way. The hands really messed with me again. I don't know why sometimes I can do it and sometimes I just can't, for the life of me, figure out how. But I got most of the way through, so you know, it's fine. Anyway, it's credits time. Yeah, that's about on par with the other one. It's not as funny as the other one. It's still kind of funny. It's just not as funny as the guy literally reading off the Wikipedia. But I think it's still an S tier. It's silly. It's silly. I wonder if this is a more serious or more silly game. I would assume it's more serious based off the rest of the soundtrack, but then you have the credits and it's like, well, there's that all out the window. But, you know. And anyway, guys, that is the entirety of the Grounded soundtrack. I forgot what I was even doing. Okay. Let's throw on some music, huh? Let's throw on some music. Probably like that one. That one looks good. Let's do that one. If it will let me. It's being very slow for some reason. Anyway, I'm not gonna finish this here. This thing, whatever it's called. Can I get rid of Clip Studio? I'll post it in the Discord later when I finish it. But for now, let's talk about the music. Pretty cool. Again, very atmospheric soundtrack, but there's some cool stuff in there. Not very much melodic things, except for the like very end, which was, you know, the credits. I guess the like more high action sort of like maybe boss fight tracks. I would assume that's what they are. Probably not. Just you know, the high action tracks, those are a little bit more engaging. But the rest of it is just like some simple or some nice ambience. And yeah, pretty cool overall. All right, well, that is the ranking of Grounded. Let me know what you guys think. Maybe you think that Willow, Max, Hoops, and Pete should be higher because of that's the name of the main characters, I would assume. But yeah, let me know what you think in the Discord because YouTube comments don't work for some reason. Thank you, YouTube. Anyway, if you join that Discord, you also have the added benefit of recommending OSTs like this one for future coverage at some point. Whenever that may be. But yeah, make sure you join that Discord. It's pretty cool. In any case, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here, chat. And maybe we'll do another drawing stream at some point in time this week. I don't know. We will see. But for now, I'm going to put on my Be Right Back screen because I will be back. Most likely next Monday, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe sooner. Maybe not. Anyway, I hope you had a good day or night. I hope you have a good day or night wherever you are. Thanks for watching the stream, guys. And, yeah, I will catch you guys later. Have yourself a good one. And peace out. Thanks for coming to the stream. Bye-bye.